Hi everyone watching this video, they're at home or at work. Welcome back to my channel. My name is British Mazibuko and you are watching Hair, Life and Other Things. So guys, as you can tell from the title here at the bottom, and this time I know it's at the bottom, that we'll be talking about how to grow your hair naturally, or how to grow your natural hair. I'll be giving you my own tips and recommendations and a bit of a, not a story time, but it's my own experiences on how it has been to grow my own hair. So guys, before we go any further, please do give this video a massive thumbs up if you like it, if it was valuable, if I was of service to you. Comment down below and let me know what other videos you'd like to see from me in the future. And please subscribe and tell your friends and tell your other friends and tell basically everyone you know to subscribe to the channel and join the movement. So let us get into the video. Don't mind me, I have my trusted notes, so I know what I'm talking about, and I have them in bullet form, so I'm following an order so I can be in line. So my first tip for you, let us see the notes. Wash and condition your hair once a week or twice every month. And why I say this, again, growing up as a young black girl, one of the things we were taught not to do is to wash our hair regularly. Once you have your braids in, once you have your singles in for 3 months, your hair's not basically going to touch any water for those 3 months. And that's one of the reasons why our hair, besides getting dirty, it never grew, or you were always stuck at one length and it never went anywhere. So washing and conditioning your hair has to be one of the most important tips that I have for you. Wash your hair so that you can clarify and make sure that your hair, and number one and the most important part is to make sure that your scalp is super clean. Therefore, it promotes growth. And conditioning your hair is equally as important, especially if you are someone with afro textured hair, because it needs the moisture after being stripped by the shampoo. So just add a lot of moisture with the conditioner and detangle your hair and really take your time. Make it a self-care thing, because that's what I've done, but it's easier for me because it's something that I really enjoy. But if you're looking to really take care of your hair and you want to see that growth, you need to put the time in, as with everything else. So that is my first tip: wash and condition your hair regularly. Number two, let's see. Number two is moisturize your hair using your favorite combination of products, mainly an oil. And it can be any kind of oil that is suited for your hair. It can be coconut oil, lavender oil, castor oil, whatever. The list is endless. So it's an oil, it's a conditioner of choice, actually a cream of choice, and most importantly, liquid water. And with these three ingredients, your hair is bound to be very moisturized. And moisturizing your hair doesn't have to be something you do every day. Once you've moisturized it after your wash and conditioning session, you can moisturize it again for maybe another 3 days, and between those 3 days, spritz it with water. And another thing moisturizing does for your hair, it keeps it moisturized, obviously, and it prevents breakage, because when your hair is not moisturized, it becomes dry. And what happens to dry hair? Dry hair breaks, and that defeats the purpose of growing your hair. So keep your hair moisturized. My third tip that I have for you is to know your hair's porosity. I have a video that covers hair porosity, so you can watch that one after you have watched this one, obviously, so you can really know what your hair porosity is and what products to use for your hair porosities, for your hair's porosity. And it just makes your journey much easier. So watch that one, and it covers everything you need to know about hair porosity. So let's move on then to number four. Number four is, I think this has to be one of the most important tips, and that is to avoid tight hairstyles, and it's to avoid tight wigs or weaves, or any style that's just going to apply unnecessary tension onto your hairline, your crown, the back of your head, basically everywhere, because what this does, it can potentially lead to traction alopecia, and that's something you need to consult a doctor or a dermatologist for, and you don't want to get to that point. And reduced hairline, especially if you wear a lot of wigs, or if you tie your head scarf, the one you use to go to sleep, really tight. So make sure that you don't apply unnecessary pressure into your hair, because we're trying to grow our hair and we're trying to have a healthy hair. So try to avoid tight hairstyles at all costs, which leads us to number 5. And number 5 is this one is a bit tricky, because I enjoy doing my own hair, and it's something that I've been doing for the past 5 years, and you know what, I've got the hang of it. But for someone who is new to doing their own hair, what I would suggest for you is then to wash, condition your hair, and prepare it before you go to a salon for styling. So try to avoid hair salons that promote a lot of styling as opposed to taking care of your hair. So prepare your hair at home, and then you can go to the hair salon so you can get whatever style that you like. And also guys, remember to let your hairstylist know that, listen here, the style doesn't need to be tight, as respectfully as possible, obviously. And another thing I also want to touch on is this idea that if the hairstyle that you have on your head is tight, it means that your hair is gonna, your style is gonna last longer, which is not true. What it does, it causes damage, and it does not mean that your hairstyle is gonna stay for a long period of time. So just make sure they apply enough pressure so that you can have a good hairstyle, essentially. Okay, so let's move on then to point number 6. And number 6, low manipulation styles. Low manipulation styles can be twists, a high puff such as this one, making sure obviously that you don't pull your hair too tight. You can have braids, bunch knots, the list is endless. So you can do all those styles so you don't have your fingers in your hair and your hair is tucked away, which obviously promotes more growth. So let's move on then to the next point. And the next point, number 7, and it has to be also a very important one, and that is to deep condition your hair, especially after you've had a style for a long period of time, more than 4 to 6 weeks. Deep condition your hair and make sure that you are feeding your hair the absolute nutrients it needs so that it can remain healthy as possible. So that's to deep condition your hair. And the last tip that I have for you guys is to be patient. And with everything else, you need to be patient with your hair, because this isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. The more you practice these healthy hair tips, the more you'll see more of a difference in your hair. And that's what I've seen in the last few years, taking care of my hair and really not putting unnecessary tension into my hair. So guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do comment down below and let me know how else are you guys taking care of your hair, and I will see you in the next video. Until next time, do take care and bye.